Alright, welcome back to the Plumbing Gurus channel, the on-site edition. Today we got a ton of work done. We're going to walk you through what we did. There's three of us working today. There's me, Clayton, and our other friend Trevor, who's giving us a hand. We wanted to make sure we got all this done today. I quoted this for 3 days and we got it done all in 1 day. So we're going to walk through. It's a lot, so let's go through it. This is going to be the kids' bathroom, so it's just their main bath upstairs. We're starting upstairs. This is going to be a vanity here. There used to be water lines were over here, they're copper, so we cut open the floor. We sweat on some sweat adapters, PEX to copper, ran the water lines over to center, and the drain was over here. This is an outside wall, so what we did was we just extended this up. The drain had to be raised because of just the way the vanity is designed. So I raised the drain. The drain's just going to come through here, through the cabinet, and then the drain and everything, the faucet, sink, and everything's going to be in the center. Over here, we just have a toilet. We left the flange because it's ABS, but we did solder on a PEX by sweat adapter, stubbed it up with PEX, cut open the hole. They're going to patch it. They'll do all the patching of the floor. Got ourselves a tub. You can't see it here, but we did have to cut open some floor. We'll show you on the other side, but just another standard tub. We just slid it in, put in a nice Moen valve here. What we usually like to do is we leave this shark bite cap off. We fill the tub. We filled this all the way up to the overflow, tested the overflow, tested the P-trap, tested everything, drained the whole tub, make sure everything works good. Put the shark bite cap on, turn the water on, tested the 90 down here, make sure everything is good and not leaking. So that's this bathroom. Alright, so I'll start with the vanity. This was a single vanity. It used to just come up here. There was just one set of water lines. Again, it was copper. You can't tell here, but I just drilled, I was just drilling holes to find where these water lines went because they were actually poly B, so the homeowners really wanted to get rid of all the poly B in the house. So we wanted to find where it tied into the copper. So I drilled a hole, noticed that they went this way, and I'm like, okay, then I drilled a hole here, and I noticed that they were right here. And they were really low to the floor and they were pretty much sitting on the drywall, so I wasn't able to get a copper cutter in and I wasn't able to solder it. So I went downstairs. So I just drilled a pilot hole from up top, drilled the pilot hole down, went downstairs, cut open a hole in the ceiling. I'll show you that after. And then we just soldered on some sweat adapters and then ran the PEX lines through here, patched this hole with the hole, just the little piece that came out, put it back in, ran PEX lines. There was only 1/2 inch feeding it, so we just ran 1/2 inch T's, sink over there, sink over here. So the reason that I didn't run 2 separate drains and bring them up is this is one big vanity. I don't have a picture of it, but in the middle is some drawers, and then in here is actually, it's all open concept. So if we brought the drains up here, you would have seen everything when you're looking at it from underneath. So it's going to be a custom built cabinet. There's going to be a set of bank of drawers here, so they're just going to shorten these drawers for us and make them a bit shorter, so when they go back this can be hidden and you'll never see this. Then you just have the trap arms coming through the back, and then if they really want to, they could do like a little false back in the open cabinet part. So that's why I did it like this. It was quicker, easier, so it saves them some money, less work for us because there's a lot of floor to cut open here. Vent was here. I just drilled through the wall, popped through. Again, this will all be hidden within the cabinet. And then we'll run, these are just not glued in. We'll run these down through later. So that was that. And then we got another toilet here. I just sweated on, again, it's a ABS flange, so we left that. Just sweated on a PEX adapter here. Everything's pressured up and nothing's leaking right now. Came over here, so this was a bit tricky. So it's kind of funny. This drain here, how did it go? Yeah, this was, how was this, Clayton? This was, this was the drain for this side.
For the tub for this
For
side.
the tub. How did that work? How was this going through over there? I don't remember. But anyways, we swapped them somehow. Somehow this was, I think Trevor might have redone this all. Yeah, he did redo all this. So originally, this drain was actually picking up over there. So we just swapped them. We cut it right here. Cut it here. Cut it here. We redid all this 2 inch. And this 2 inch is actually also wet venting this toilet. We made sure that all this was up to code too, because we are getting this inspected. So those 2 sinks, here we can drain 2 sinks into 1.5 inch drain, that's fine. And then it ties into the 3-inch and it's separately vented, so that's okay. We got this 2-inch wet vent here. From here to here, it's actually wet venting this toilet, but we only have 2.5 inch traps draining into this 2-inch wet vent. And if you've seen, where we're from, again, if you've seen our videos, we talk about wet venting a little bit. You can do 3.5 fixture units into 1 2-inch wet vent, and we only technically have 3 fixture units going into this 2-inch wet vent, so we're okay. So we got just a shower here. They're gonna do a tile base, so we just put the drain in the center. I don't think they're doing a bench or anything. They didn't mention anything about that, so. Just a standard shower valve. It's mowing. Got just a fixed head, no slide bar or anything. It's just gonna be a nice fixed head. And these water lines came up here, so this got a little bit tricky. So we just sweat on some sweat adapters, drilled a hole through here. He drilled nice big holes through here and here and here, and he had to get extensions in, and it wasn't that easy. But so then and then we notched out this so he could fit his T's in there and slide it all in, and then it looks nice and clean. Is there anything you think you can add here, Clayton?
No, it all looks good.
Okay.
I'll show you guys the notching he did here. Makes it a lot easier when you're working in a tight spot like that.
Yeah.
So, and there's.
Yeah, I think that's about it for up here. Let's go downstairs and check out the kitchen.
Yeah.
This is where Clayton was working all day. So this was, me and Trevor were upstairs. We did all this work up here. Clayton was down here, kind of taking care of all the little things that were down here. You can't really see what...
Save your copper.
Oh yeah, don't save that money.
Yeah.
So the old kitchen drain and water was over here. They wanted the island. They wanted to have an island sink. So we'll show you downstairs how we did it, but we moved the drain and water all over here. We ran a fridge line down and under from the cabinet into where the fridge is going to be, and then we always like to have a shut off inside the cabinet of the sink, and then there's also a shut off there because, like, you know, sometimes say you get a leak behind the fridge, and if there's a girl home and they can't move the fridge or anything, or even whoever, you can just shut it off right there. It's way nicer than not knowing where your shut off is.
Mm-hmm.
So that was it up here. I'll quickly show you
We can show you the hole.
That hole. So that hole I was talking about is right here. We just cut a little hole. We soldered on some Pex adapters and just made it easier for ourselves. But you can see how tight they were to the ground, to the bottom of the joist there. So
right tight to the.
Pretty hard to solder that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's the laundry room somewhere.
Right here.
Right here. So this was an old style. They had copper lines coming up here. And it was just like the old style box with I think they just had
shutoffs.
Well, yeah, there was just shutoffs here with old copper hose bibs, and then this was just the standpipe. They just drained it right into it. So we just cut open a hole here, put on a coupling, put on the laundry box, ran new water lines. Below here is part of the mechanical room, so it's all accessible. I'll show you down there. We just ran PEX lines down, sweat on some PEX adapters down there. Minimal damage here. They just have to do a little patch. They have lots of drywall patching to do here, so. And then in here, all we did was just adapt to PEX. They didn't really want us to open this wall. We didn't have to, so we just did that. Toilet's staying the same. We'll move our way downstairs. Go look at the kitchen.
The kitchen one?
Yeah. Bathroom and bar sink staying the same. They're dealing with that later down the road. No lights in here. Perfect.
Yeah, right here.
Oh.
It's on the back. This is giving enough light though.
Okay. All right, so the old drain was over here somewhere. Clayton did all this.
Yeah, it's just tied in there.
It's tied in
so
here.
We just told the homeowner if he wants to cut this drywall out and take that drainage out, he can. But there's just about a 6-foot piece of ABS that is just stuck behind there. I couldn't get it out. There's a strapping right in the middle, so, and it's not tied into anything else. So
yeah, he just relocated it, drilled some holes, made sure we're within the proper drillings of for these types of joists, and then popped it up, ran new water lines, ran them back into the mechanical room there. And
try to keep it all nice and neat and square, as you can see.
So this was the laundry room that we talked about. He just sweated on PEX adapters, piped them up the wall, and then there was a trap there already. It's already vented.
Mm-hmm.
That was existing. This is all existing stuff.
This is like a little crawl space, but
Yeah.
you can almost walk.
And the homeowner wanted us to have a shut off. They actually watched our videos, how to winterize, and they saw that we put shut offs on our hose bibs. So he asked us to do this for us. Put a shut off and then a drain hose so that you can actually drain it with a bucket. Mm-hmm. Shut it off outside. It gets to pretty cold temperatures here, so our lines freeze, so we just shut those off in the winter. And then, yeah, this ran over the hose bib, right?
Line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
And then this is where the kitchen tied into. So Clayton just cut it off and redid all this. Put a nice clean out there and then ran it over there, and all new water lines here for the kitchen. Looks like they got shut-offs, but he put shark bite shut-offs everywhere. That was not us.
Yeah, we don't use shark bites.
We don't use shark bites, but this is all his stuff, so we just tied back into it. That's what he wanted. But this is all in a mechanical room that's, if it does leak, it can be easily fixed. So I think, is there anything else?
I think that's it.
I think that's it. Well, this is great.
You made it look easy.
Great place to end the video in the little corner here. Yeah, so this was I think I quoted almost 3 days worth of work, and we got it all done in 1 day. So it was, we didn't mess around, but everything kind of went perfectly, and there was no real problems. Usually when you're opening up walls and floors, there's a lot of issues usually. Everything kind of just went smoothly, so it's one of those jobs that was really nice to work on. And thanks for watching. Again, if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget and smash that button. We'll see you on the next one.